Hey, yo, what is good, everybody? It is the big homie, the Bully King Grand Pappy Play, aka Play All Consoles, back with another stream here live on both Twitch and YouTube. Big thanks and shout outs to all the folks joining me here tonight. Also, a big thank yous to all the people checking out the VODs over on YouTube. As always, if you enjoy what you see, I would appreciate a like, comment, and subscribe. So, tonight we continue on with Breath of Fire 2, winner of last week's poll. Reminder, new poll up over on my Twitter. If you want to see something different or the same, please head on over and vote. Twitter name still the same, Play All Consoles. So tonight, I don't think we're going to be doing too much grinding. Maybe if we, depending on how long it takes to get through the sections I plan to get through. But yes, Breath of Fire 2. If needed, I have a guide pulled up on the side. If I need to use it, I'll use it. If not, just cruise on through. But yes, thank you once again for everyone joining. Without further ado, we're going to swap on over and get going. Hopefully everything's working. Hopefully. Cross fingers, folks. YouTube, stop giving me warnings. Oh, all the screens switched over pretty quickly this time. All right. No. All right. All right, we're in Township. We're going to go search some houses. Grab some items. Charcoal. Hold on. Yeah, okay. I did bring my water bottle in here. I know I filled it. It was actually a pretty decent day today. Just below 80 Fahrenheit. Still warm in the apartment though, so. Gotta stay hydrated. Why is BL? Okay. Whenever I see the initials BL, I just think Hollow Cure. I'm corrupted from there. There is nothing. What kind of place is this? Oh, you cook stuff. Is that going to be covered? All right. Nothing to do with you at the moment. Yo, your owner, what's good, homie? Hold on, let me give you a shout out real quick. How you doing? How you feeling? How's it going? Hopefully the start of your week has been good. Of course, you've been playing that Dead by Daylight. You always playing that. That and Marvel Rivals. I do be seeing you. Especially in the morning when I'm getting ready for work. Yeah, more Rivals. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I have been seeing it. What the hell is this? I don't know what that is. Yeah, a lot of folks I know have been playing a lot of Rivals. If I was more competitive, I'd be probably more into it. But hey, as long as you're having fun, that's what matters, right? Ooh, treasure chest. Divide BL, okay. Hold on. Yeah, I heard Phoenix was joining. Uh, Look, as a former comic book nerd, I understand. Like, okay, I used to work in a comic book shop way back in the 90s, and I would always hear the argument which character would beat which one, and my answer every single time would be whoever the writer decided would win, because a writer could always make anyone win any fight. Anyone can beat anyone depending on how good the writer is. That being said, how do you power balance one of the strongest beings in the universe, in the Marvel, not cinematic universe, Marvel universe, period? Yeah, no, Jean Grey, if accurately done, is broken. Broken. Almost like it's like uh what was it? Not Captain Power. The version of Spider-Man that had the Captain Universe powers. That was broken. That was a broken character. Venom technically is a broken character except against Spider-Man. Actually, no, against Spider-Man, it's still broken. There are characters that, if you went by lore, are broken in games. Now, credits to the game developers for trying to make them, all evened out or whatever, blah, 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 blah. Certain characters are broken lore-wise. Okay? Doc Strange should be broken. Invisible Woman should be broken. Professor Xavier and Magneto should be broken. I don't think those two are in. No, isn't Magneto in Marvel Rivals? Should be broken. I mean, for God's sake, dude ripped out Wolverine's adamantium back in the 90s. Come on. Yeah, Phoenix is yeah. Magneto's, and that's the thing. In order to balance out the characters, you have to take away some of their abilities. Golden Age Superman, Silver Age Superman would have been broken in any video game, and he was broken in the comic books. That's why they revamped him in the 80s. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Okay, if I say no. Okay, they got stuff mixed up. That's why I have the guide here. Yeah, no, granted, I have not been into comic books, the actual physical media of comic books, since, we'll say, 2000. And I know Marvel's been rebooted, DC's been rebooted. Like, I was around when Image Comics came out, Ultraverse Comics, when Evil Ernie and Lady Death came out. What was the one samurai girl? When she came out, yeah, that just. Comics had hit an epic high, power scale wise, back then, and they had to reset because everything was too ridiculously overpowered. I mean, going back to the Magneto thing. Magneto ripped out Wolverine's adamantium. Professor X snapped. We got the character, not the Age of, what was it? It was during the, no, not the Age of Apocalypse. What was it? What was his name? There was a dude that was when they split the Marvel Universe into an alternate reality. Yeah, the dude in the big orange, I don't know why I'm failing at this name. Dude was super overpowered. Yeah, if they had Thanos with, okay, here's the thing. The characters were so overpowered. Thanos and the Infinity Stones was an early 90s storyline that they brought back for Marvel Cinematic Universe in the mid 20 teens. And they had all these overpowered characters to beat them back then. Now, I have not seen, like, I've only seen up to Avengers 1 if you count the movies. And I know for a fact, one of the things they left out with the whole Infinity Stones storyline in the movies, the reason he was going after the Infinity Stones, he was trying to impress a girl. They didn't even cover that. I was done. I remember when all of that stuff was coming out, I was talking with a dude. He's a big Superman fan. He liked comics. He was loving all the movies. And I said, dude, they left out this storyline. He's like, no. Yeah, yes, Death. Not Lady Death, to be confused with Chaos Comics Lady Death. He was trying to impress Mistress Death, he called her. And that is why the snap of his fingers, they kept the snap, but the snap of his fingers was him eliminating half of the known living universe originally. That's an epic declaration of love. They didn't have, they had the snap, they had him killing people, but they didn't include that part in the movie. I was done. Your Honor, much props to you for knowing that part of the story. Granted, it's been a while since they did that storyline in the movies. Many people have found out since then. But when it first came out, everyone's like, oh, this is cool. I'm like, no. What's cool is why he did it. And they didn't explain that. And let me not go there. My former comic book nerd self is starting to show. And it's not relevant to today's comics and comic book movies. It's not the same. Hold on, let me drink some agua. Like I don't even watch many movies anymore because one, I can predict them. Two, especially with comic book, I saw the first Venom movie, and they had all the clones. Dude, that was Venom Lethal Protector in the comic books, and they changed so much. It was just like, that, and because it wasn't part of the cinematic universe, that Venom was not allowed to have the Spidey symbol on his. It's a small detail, but it was that detail killed me. Yeah, no, Galactus. Yeah, no, Galactus. They have Silver Surfer. No. I think they did mention Galactus. I think in the first Fantastic Four movies. I didn't watch them because they were horrible. They got the new Fantastic Four movies, which look like a retro, which might be a good thing. I'm probably not gonna watch them. Did I see the last Venom movie? Was that the one with Carnage in it? If so, I saw scenes and I said no. Is that the one with what was it? Woody Harrelson as Carnage? Carnage was the second. Okay, then I didn't. I saw scenes of the one with Carnage, and I thought Woody Harrelson was a decent choice. The last is the third. Then no, I did not see it. I didn't make it through. I didn't make it to the second one. Again, I like the fact that Woody Harrelson was chosen as Carnage, but because they had to exclude Spider-Man is so key to the Venom and Carnage storylines. I have the Super Nintendo cartridge of Maximum Carnage sitting on my shelf right now. It was weird they CGI. It's Hollywood. It's Hollywood. It's Hollywood. Cletus Cassidy was a young... I remember his name. Cletus Cassidy. Psychotic, psychopath. Actually a very interesting character. In the beginning. Excuse me. In the beginning. Later on, in the Carnage storylines that came out, they dumbed him down some, and I didn't like that. No, Woody Harrelson, character-wise, was a good choice. Yeah, they had to CGI him to make him look young. I guess it was cheaper than makeup. I don't know. Or Woody Harrelson didn't want makeup. I don't know. Okay. We're trying to get through the game. Your owner, you done got me on a tangent. You've seen even the billboards in it with see, I didn't, like I said, I didn't make it. I saw the previews of the Venom 2 movie with Carnage, and I was like, and eventually nope. I've seen some scenes on YouTube, but I didn't watch the movie. And I was actually kind of hyped for it. Just to see Carnage. Has so much potential for new content. I'm going to take your word on it. Because what you call new content, I call lore. Oh, dude, Juggernaut. One of the things I don't think they play into with the video games nowadays was who all was whose biggest rivals back in the day. Like, you talk a Juggernaut, where's Sabretooth? Have they put Sabretooth in Marvel Rivals? Because Juggernaut was invincible against everyone except Wolverine. Juggernaut was only vulnerable to Professor X if Wolverine removed his helmet. Juggernaut was one of the few people who can go toe-to-toe with the standard Hulk. Now, if Hulk got really pissed, Juggernaut was toast. Ultron and Emma Frost. See, Emma Frost, she was... I saw there was a lot of hate for Emma Frost because they were like, oh, they made her too sexy. She was the white queen in the Hellfire Club. She was supposed to be sexy. And people got mad about that. So, no. No. Juggernaut. Like, where's the rest of the Hellfire Club? What was his name? He was the Black King in the Hellfire Club. Sebastian Shaw? Where's he at? Like, Marvel Rivals just on the X-Men side alone. Where was it Deathstrike? The Japanese girl that Wolverine had a love affair with from Japan, but she was like part adamantium, had the weird hands. Yes, you're saying yeah? Okay. I'm going off of memories from like 25 years ago. Where's Nightcrawler? Is Nightcrawler in Marvel Rivals? You want to talk about overpowered? Dude could teleport on a whim. Where's he at? They ain't got Cyclops. Where's Havoc? Deathpool. I'm sorry. Okay, he's a funny character. Ryan Reynolds does a good job. Deathpool is a B rank character. Where's Havoc? Where's Cyclops' brother Havoc? The spoiled younger brother of Cyclops. Where's Havoc? Where is Nathan Summers? Cable, future son of Scott Summers and Jean Grey, Cyclops and Phoenix. Where's he? They'll probably drop Cable before that, and they will fuck it up. You can tell I'm deep. I'm deep in that comic book lore, and I have to tone it back because they've revamped. They've retconned everything. Where's Domino? You got Hawkeye. Where's Domino? $20.99. Oh yeah. The Punisher $20.99. Spider-Man $20.99. There was two others. I remember because I got all the number ones. Was it Punisher? Oh, it was Spider-Man. I think Punisher, Ghost Rider. Who was the fourth one? Oh. And that was back in like 90, 95, 96 when those comics came out. Penny Parker. Okay, they're okay. Let me explain something. They're pulling out side characters from the 2099 universe. Did I not give you a shout out? Hold on. I hit. No, I did. I don't know why my keyboard just did that. Yeah, no, the Spider-Verse movie, it was a cool movie that incorporated a lot of lore, but it changed the lore. Porky Parker. Look, the What If series was very popular back in the 80s and 90s. Oh. Lordy. You have taken me down a road that has, oh my goodness. Yeah, I haven't talked comics in a long time. All right. We got to join some folks here. I'm going to do Sten. Let's see. I don't have Rand in the party. Sten and Jean. So yeah, Sten we'll do with Sana. Okay, Jean would say so. Squirrel Girl, I heard about, but she came later after I got out of comics. If we hit yes, it lets us just go straight to it. Okay. Dude, they got this all mixed up. If you hit cancel, then it just goes straight to the thing. Uh-oh. You got him a different color. What's in this room? Actually, hold on. Dinker. I don't know what the hell Dinker is, but okay. Sun Wukong. Yeah, that's basically what they're making him. So it doesn't show who they're combined with on this screen. That's okay. All right, let's go on to the next one. Your owner, I thank you for bringing me down the comic book memory lane. There is so much I have forgotten. I have forgotten more than most people know. Like I said, I used to work in a comic book shop. I was a big comic book nerd. I'm still trying to remember the dude that came from it was not the Age of Apocalypse. No, I think it was the Age of Apocalypse storyline. Onslaught! I remember I predicted Onslaught appearing because I was working in the comic book shop. Yeah, I think his name was Onslaught. When Magneto ripped out the adamantium from Wolverine, they were in the space station, and Professor X snapped and blasted Magneto's mind. The combination created Onslaught, and then you had the alternate universe where you had Nate Gray as the X-Man. I mean, oh my goodness, I'm having flashbacks. They have Psylocke. Psylocke. She's a sexy. She was put in as a sexy character. She was not always meant to be the strongest. Let me tell you. She was meant to be there for her booty cheeks being out. Because isn't Psylocke's original outfit an alternate outfit in Rivals? Like they gave her an outfit in Rivals, but then her alternate outfit was actually her original comic book outfit. Yeah, the hybrid of Magneto and Professor X was Onslaught. And opened up a whole new universe, because that's where we got new characters like, I think Blink came over after that storyline was done. Nate Gray, he came over, who was the younger alternate version of Cable without the techno-organic virus. Speaking of which, techno-organic virus, where's Mr. Sinister? You want to talk about broken? You want to talk about broken characters in video games? Mr. Sinister would be broken in Marvel Rivals. Just saying. All right. Let's go get some folks. Next part. All right, we need to find yeah, dude. I'm telling you. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. X-Men 97. I have seen the ads for X-Men 97. I saw the original X-Men animation, which was decent. I ain't gonna say it was perfect, but it was decent. I have not seen the remake, the X-Men 97, just because I have no faith. I'm not gonna lie. It's like if they remade the original like I know they did the original Batman animation back in the 90s, and then they had the what was the futuristic Batman with the old Bruce Wayne? I remember they did that, and I was, But if they were to go back and redo the original Batman animation, the best thing about it would probably be Mark Hamill as Joker again. Other than that, I wouldn't watch it. Yo, Mid, what's good? No, it's not that I fear change. Mid, you've come into the conversation way too late. You've come in way too late. Give you a little shout out there. I know you don't play, but still. No, it's not that I fear change. It's just that when they retcon stories, it tickles the wrong nerve. It means they have technically ran out of ideas with what they went too far with the ideas they had, and they gotta basically erase history to make a new story, or they gotta erase history to retell the same story. No. Mid, I understand they redo that all the time. I was in the comics in the late 80s, early 90s. At that point, they had only done it once. No, twice. Golden Age to Silver Age to Modern Age. At least that back then it was called Modern Age. When I got out of comics shortly after, they redid it again. They rebooted Marvel. They rebooted DC. And no, not with it. Like if they gotta retcon stuff to tell a story differently, okay, I can see that. If they gotta retcon a story to tell the same story over, no, I'm done. There was no reason to retcon everything just to tell the same story over. Hold on a second. The first minute says, I remember reading Infamous Iron Man when after Iron Man dies, Doctor Doom takes his suit and becomes Iron Man. And they retold the story in Avengers, in the movies. I've seen the spoilers. They make Iron Man take over Doctor Doom. Look at how old that storyline is. Why they got to retell it in a different way. How do I feel about time travel or multiverses? Multiverses are okay. Like Bishop from the X-Men storyline, that was okay. Days of Future Past. Originally, that story was cool. They retconned it and ruined it. Because that's where Cable originally came from. Time travel, they should have limits in place. Or better written stories for it. Because time travel is a tricky thing that you shouldn't mess with. Okay, hold on. We're looking for someone. Anytime time travel is mentioned, there's okay, you had ultra beings like Galactus. You had the Watcher. The Watcher should have always been someone to get out the way, kid, to stop time travel. My imagination, no, my imagination goes, look, like I said, I've been in comics for a long time, or I had been. Like I said, I got out in '99. The thing is, you can only suspend disbelief so far. After a while, it's like, dude, no, you can't do this again. I just can't. You can't make me believe in this again. It just, no. Like one of my biggest things, the original Venom symbiote suit came from Secret Wars. You have seen the retelling of Venom's suit 3 times in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and only now are they thinking about doing the Secret Wars trilogy. The Venom symbiote suit originally was supposed to be an accident that Spider-Man picked up. Every other retelling of it is just a lame workaround because of licensing. Okay, I was supposed to find someone. Hold on, let's see something. I'm in hometown. Yeah, when they do a lame workaround because, like I said, licensing, just don't even do it. If you can't do it because of licensing, don't do it. You hate accidents? Look, I'm a firstborn. I know what accidents are. Anyway, like the new Fantastic Four, it's supposed to look pretty retro, and that's okay. Cool. But why is the Silver Surfer a girl? Please explain this to me. I'm all for gender equality and all that, but come on, if you're gonna go with the original story from the original timeline, why are you gonna change that part? Someone explain that to me. So as you can smash Silver Surfer. Okay, if you want to be a Coomer, if you want to be a Gooner, mid, that's all for you. Wait a second. Hold on. Hold on. Am I supposed to talk to you? No. Whoopi, I don't want you. You're not who I'm looking for. So yeah, if they're making storylines to impress gooners, then no, I'm good. I'm good. They wanted to work in Ben Affleck's. Wait, is that Ben Affleck's daughter that's playing the Silver Surfer? I did not know that. I did not know. I don't follow movie stars all that well. You read the name and just thought. I mean, hey, you're more informed than I am. I am looking for a certain someone, and they're not available. It's the girl from. I don't know the Ozarks. Yeah, no, I don't know it. The ramen hair girl. I don't know. I don't judge actors based on their popularity. Um, I will say Ben Affleck was not a bad Batman, but what was it? Was it Val Kilmer? No, it wasn't. No, I think it was Val. The first of the 3 Batmans. I think he was probably one of the best. I mean, Michael Keaton was a great Batman, but his outfit was shit. When you got to bend your whole back to look up. No, that was a shit outfit. Okay, hold on. I know there was I know there was more than 3 Batmans. Okay, George Clooney was a horrible Batman, and a couple other Batmans were horrible. I want to say it was Val Kilmer, who was in the the third Batman that had Bane. That was part of that trilogy, and that was a shit Batman, by the way. But as the character playing both Batman and Bruce Wayne, he was one of the better ones. Clooney, Kilmer, Keaton, Bale. Christian Bale. That was, I think Bale was the one that was, or was he the last one? Was he the last one to play? Bale or Kilmer? No. I think it was Christian Bale. Clooney was horrible. Keaton was okay as a Bruce Wayne. Batman Begins with Bale. Okay, yeah. They got the Twilight Man. I don't know Twilight. I didn't watch Twilight. Okay, no, we don't need to talk to you. I don't know why. It's funny you think it's... Well, I mean, you think about it. Captain America was originally Johnny Storm. Sometimes people find a role that they're good at, and sometimes they don't. Harry Potter, Twilight. Okay, I've seen neither of those movies. No, wait. I think I did see the first Harry Potter movie. Like half of it or some shit. I wasn't into Harry Potter. But no, yeah, I think it was Christian Bale. I think he was the best combination Batman Bruce Wayne. Michael Keaton was a good Bruce Wayne, and I want to say Val Kilmer was a good Batman. But neither one of them could play both roles. William Dafoe was a good Green Goblin. Of course, this is based on my knowledge of the original comic books. Sometimes you don't squeeze people into a role just because they're a famous name. I mean, I'm pretty sure 100% of people can agree with me. Arnold Schwarzenegger should have never been Mr. Freeze, ever. Hey yo, it's Hey Yo Ryder. What's good, homie? You could join in on the comic book discussions that we are having. What's good, homie? Welcome on in. Appreciate you joining me here. I'm actually supposed to be gaming, but I'm being distracted. Yeah. We got comic book conversations going on. You don't mind some campy villains here or there? Okay, Mr. Freeze was not supposed to be a campy villain. He is a traumatic villain. Okay? None of Batman's villains were supposed to be campy. None of them. All those ice... No. Arnold Schwarzenegger going, freeze. No. I was not with that. I was not with that one bit whatsoever. Why is... Okay, I'm not getting the person I'm supposed to get, so... Let's see if I can get the other two. Penguin, Riddler, and Two-Face. Okay, Riddler, he was supposed to be a campy character originally. Penguin, Two-Face, no. Originally, no. They're not supposed to be campy characters. If you're basing your all your knowledge on what the movie said, then that is wrong. Harley Quinn, I'm assuming, not Queen. Harley Quinn. She's not campy. She's psychotic as hell. It's like calling the Joker campy. The Joker plays a campy character, is not campy. And Harley Quinn arguably is crazier than the Joker is. Originally. Now what they write nowadays, what they put in stories nowadays in video games and movies, that's I'm not touching that. I'm talking about original characters. The original characters? No. Prefer an adjuster suit? Yeah, no. I mean, that was her thing. In the Batman animated series, she always called him Mr. J. That suited the character. What they got her doing now? No. And the thing is that I don't think they explained in she wore the Jester outfit because she was actually like a master of disguise. When she wasn't wearing the Jester outfit, she was disguised as something else to pull off some kind of prank. Yo, Neo, what's good? Hold on, let's throw a shout out for Neo. We having a nerdasm conversation here with comic books. Yo, go show Neo some love as well. No, that's the thing. When they retcon the characters, okay, made it on time this time. Look, you were lurking last time. You just didn't want to say nothing until after I had already was raiding out, Neo. Don't think I didn't see you. I see my raiders. But yeah, no. Harley Quinn, the original Harley Quinn, she's a psychotic bitch. Whatever else they write about her now, that's just, they write her too soft. She's supposed to be a psychotic bitch that sounds sweet and innocent and will stab you in your eyeball. Is it in your walls? No, I am not in anyone's walls. I just monitor my chat. I see all my lurkers. Shouts out to all y'all. I do see y'all. I don't call them out. I let people lurk if they want to lurk. It's all gravy. Poison Ivy? No, yeah, she's not supposed to be campy. Solomon Grundy, he's not supposed... Batman villains are not supposed to be campy. Period. Batman was... Now, Superman, he had some campy villains. Bizarro, he was campy. Solomon Grundy, no, not campy. Two-Face, not campy. Those were people with serious issues. There's a reason Batman's villains went to an asylum. Superman's villains went to a sequel. Toymaker, dude had issues. Okay? Dude was a legit pedo who had a grudge. No, look. If you look at the psychology of the Batman villains, they were disturbed. Those were not villains like originally that should have been shown to kids. Jack Nicholson Joker was campy, but he was still crazy. Again, Joker plays a campy, he portrays a campy character, but dude is psychotic to kill a whole city full of people as a joke. There's a difference between him and Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze. Total difference. Jack Nicholson was a decent Joker. Legion of Doom. It depends on who you have write it. Doctor Strange. We were talking about that earlier. Your owner was in here earlier. We were talking about the reason we got on this. He's been playing Marvel Rivals, and I was talking about who should be a broken character, because I guess they're releasing Jean Grey as the Phoenix in Marvel Rivals. That should automatically be a broken character, according to original Phoenix lore. The original Jean Grey, Phoenix. I remember the Dark Phoenix saga. She should be broken as all hell in Marvel Rivals. That should be a 1v everyone. And not even be a contest. That's how we got on this comic book conversation. Let me just say that. Okay, mid. This is the reason they put her in the game for gooners like you. Same thing with Emma Frost. Emma Frost was a mid-tier character. They put her in and put thick thighs on her for you. You were the target audience, mid. Storm? Is she in Marvel? She's not in Marvel Rivals, is she? Because she would be a toss-up for me. Judgy? She is in Marvel Rivals? Okay, she's another one of those that she got retconned. Because I believe originally she could only control weather, but then they upgraded her to goddess level where she could control the atmosphere. Not just the weather, but the atmosphere, like atmospheric pressure and all that. Yeah, I don't play the game either. Hey, yo, I don't play the game. That's why we got your owner here. I'm comparing what I've seen of the game and the original, like, all of my comic book knowledge is from pre-1999. So pre-reboot. Can I skip around this damn forest? No, I can't. They made a Sharknado. I don't know who Sharknado is unless you're talking about that. Like Jeff, that Jeff Shark was not part of the Marvel Universe when I was in comic books. I have no idea where he came from or why he's so popular. Same with Squirrel Girl. Well, I know why she's popular. She's thick. That's why she's popular. It's a team. I mean, I understand team-ups. Okay, I'm supposed to be... Oh, I went the wrong way. Okay, no. I didn't go the right. Oh, you was at AX? I hope you enjoyed AX. If you want to hear something funny, I lived in California for damn near... No, I lived in California for 20 years. Never went to the San Diego Comic Con. I remember every year that it would happen, I lived up the coast. People would be driving through the city I lived in, hitting up the comic book shop, talking about going to the Comic Con, and I never went. I hope you had fun at AX. AX was not a thing when I lived in California, obviously. Do not hit me this... Oh, you son of a bitch. Only one person's alive. Wake up. Everyone wake up. There we go. Yeah, even back then, I was not a comic book person. Okay. I'm skipping stuff I'm supposed to be doing. Lots of merch. Well, if you live in California, it's not a bad thing to buy a lot of merch. If you got to travel on a plane, buying merch is deadly. Because them airlines are gonna juice you for that baggage. Unless you can get someone to ship that shit for you. I mean, that's the reason I don't have all my old school video game systems here. My mom's not going to ship any of my stuff from California out to where I live. It's just too damn expensive. You commute to the... Yeah, I remember you're still in Cali. My sister works Irvine. My sister works in Irvine. Okay, I need to find Captain's Inn. Yeah, I used to live about an hour outside of LA. Area code 805, 805, live in the 805. Is this the dude I need to talk to? Leamington. Yes, this is the guy I need to talk to. My sister is a pediatrician. I can't say where. I don't want to dox myself. But yeah. Okay, we got this dude. Yes, she's a doctor. An actual MD. My sister is the smart one of the kids. Okay, we got this dude. Alright, we gotta go back to Windia. Okay. Lead off attack, let's just toast these dudes. Man, y'all got me all geeked up talking about comic books. I ain't talked about comic books in 25 years. Or I should say I haven't been into comic books in 25 years. I've talked to other people about it. Like I said, I talked to some folks that when the Marvel Universe started doing the movies, I was like, yeah, they cool to see animated, but I'm a source material kind of guy. It's like watching anime. I'd rather read the light novel or the manga before watching the anime. One, I could read faster than the animes come out. Two, the animes always have a hiatus. And three, they change stuff just to appease an audience. I want the original, what the author meant. That's the way I see it. Alright, Jean moved up a level. Jean. It was autism, so you can't... I mean... Each person has their own thing. For me, my brain works a certain way. And... like with the whole comic book thing. I worked in a comic book shop. We had a whole bunch... We had back issues from, like, the 70s. So I would read those, and that was canon to me. Okay. The armory. We gotta go to the armory. Oh, geez, we gotta wait for daytime. Okay, let's go chill at the inn. Actually, what's my health at? Yeah, let's chill at the inn. Yeah, we'll stay. Iron Mouse says, dude, the panel was long. I was talking to Hobbit over the weekend. It's an hour-long YouTube video. I still have to watch. I so need to catch up. There are so many streams and clips I need to catch up on. Yeah, I saw the line. I did see the line. They had that. I saw some Twitter pics. Beretta? Yes, we're gonna get Beretta. All right, we got Beretta. I don't know why. Heckler. I can't get them. Nova panel. Oh, okay. The Nova panel. Okay. The problem. I think only Hestia Happiness speaks English. The rest of them don't. So that was that would be awkward. You're gonna have a panel for Japanese guests at an American con. I mean, that's nice and all, but you can't expect it to be very popular. You're gonna have a very few people. It's like having American guests at a Japanese con. You're gonna have a few people that speak English in Japan, so you're not gonna have as big a crowd. I mean, it's cool. People probably would go, but it's not gonna. You'll have some people that'll go just to be there, even if they don't speak the language. But it's not gonna be many. Yeah, a panel's a panel, and people will want to go to a panel to be at the panel. But most people are going to want to go to a panel that they can understand. This is why, like, Clippers, JP, VTubers are popular because you have Clippers that translate. And if you notice, a lot of HoloLive JP talents, they don't speak much English, but they have their English. Like when Coronet says, "Hey guys," you look at her comments, and all of a sudden, all the Kai Guy Nikki show up. You don't see a single English comment unless there's someone trying to translate in her comments until she says, "Hey guys." Okay, hey yo, you went, but you were not. You were one of the few, not one of the many. But like I said, if you look at streams, just look at the streams themselves. Okay, hold on. Let's go. Let's rest until daytime. Because there's supposed to be someone here I can get. If you had Yubari Ray, formerly Achan, she shows up at a con in America, there are going to be a lot of people. Guess why? Because she can speak English. If you had Axel, Sirius, or Bay go to a Japanese con, you're going to have people show up because they can speak Japanese. Being able to speak the language can help bring in the crowd. Kei-san, she brings in a crowd regardless of which one she goes to. Same with like Bay, Axel, Ray-chan. You bring in someone that can't speak the language, yeah, people will go, and you'll get maybe a translator to help out. But it's not going to be the same. I'm trying to find this person. Get out the way. And this is no discredit to the folks that are actually doing the stuff. This is who I needed to find. Have I seen mouse? I saw the Miku mouse. That one I know of. I know there was two others. I was not watching. Look, This was a busy weekend. Everything was happening. I had to see Kiara's concert late. I had Hobbit sending me updates on the virtual vacation. I like if I was not a streamer, I could probably catch up on everything. I stream, so it is hard to keep up on everything. All right, now that I found the 3 people I need to find, yeah, heck, half the reason I don't stream longer, like during the week, I'm lucky to get 2 hours in, 2.5 hours if I start early enough, because I'm trying to catch up on stuff. You end up buying merch. I understand. All right, let's see what we got here. Flame sword. Holy cow. Firebow. Heat. Oh, Lord, I want all of these. I want all of this shit. Okay, wait. First, let's see the collection. Trust me, I worked in a comic book shop before there was VTubers. We had comic book merch. Trust me. I know. All right, roast. I'm gonna sell all of you. Before I moved from Cali, I could fill up a 2-bedroom apartment by myself. I probably could do now too. That's the problem. Have I ever tried Baja Blast? Baja Blast Mountain Dew came out after I stopped drinking Mountain Dew. I used to drink Mountain Dew like crazy. I stopped once I left California. Just I'm hyperactive. I don't need to be. Oh, we got another armory? Oh, hello. Oh, wow. I have a lot of stuff I need to pick up. What's in this place? What you got? What you got? Oh, she got shit too. Oh, you got crap though. She got crap. Okay, get on. Okay, we gotta talk to the carpenter. And now I need to seriously get some cash. Yes. Did I just give him 1,000 coin? I'm assuming I did. Okay, he's gonna get started. Do I have an item shop here? I don't think I do. I do not. That Saturday you met 3v2. Well, that's cool. Okay, everyone goes off to their thing. I need to go to item. I need to get my cash. I need cash. I need a warp spell. That's what I really need. Yeah, no, going to a con is the best way to meet VTubers. Big or small. Because there's always VTubers going to cons. You know, they're always going to network. They're going to meet the fans, their viewers. If I were to go to a con, that would be the only reason to go. To go meet people that, you know, I've conversated with. I normally would not like to go, like I said, I lived in California 20 years. I never went to the San Diego Comic-Con. And I knew people who were going, but I could see the people that this is back before the internet, so the people that I knew that were going, I could see them any time of the day because they were in the same town as me. You know, going to these cons now, you can go and see people that you only talk to online that live across the world. So I think that would be cool. We're taking all this money, all of it. Like even when we'd have people from across the states, the United States, heading to the San Diego Comic-Con, they'd pass by every year, and I'd see them at the comic book shop. So it wasn't like I couldn't see them. But it wasn't like I had people coming from, you know, the Netherlands stopping by my store. They'd fly into LAX and that'd be it. I'd have people coming from Washington, Oregon, Utah. They'd come, you know, driving down the coast, and I'd see them every year. And that was cool, but I didn't need to, you know, I didn't need to go to the con. They'd come by the store. Now you got people that you could talk to online every day. And you see them come into your chat. And it's like, unless I know people that live in Japan. Some of them come into my chat and we can talk. And no, better yet. Because they haven't gone to AX. Offkai. There was a couple Australians that went to Offkai that I've talked to. You know, we've chopped it up or whatever. If I had gone to Offkai, I could have met them. That would have been cool. Alright. We're going to go ahead and get the flame sword. Oh, look at that. Look at that jump. This is what I've been wanting. Ooh, look at this. Yeah, Offkai, but I mean like any of like you got Offkai, you got AX, Anime NYC is gonna be happening. We're gonna get the weapons first. That's what we're gonna do first. Bring the flying taxi in operation. Mid, short is all relative. Okay, no, we don't need the. We don't need you. Wonder Rapier. Whoa, yeah, we're gonna get you. Armors we don't need. I would assume height. And again, it's relative. Like Jesse, I think is like 2 inches taller than me. He's 6'2". So all VTubers are short to him. Hell, all VTubers are short to me. Now, if you're VV's height, all VTubers might be taller. Okay, what's normal height, people? Iron Mouse is only short. Well, Henya is shorter. I think Henya is shorter than Mouse. If you talk Hololive, Bibu is short. There's a lot of shorties, yes. You met Ren Penrose? Cool. I didn't realize I know Bonnie Barkswell was at AX. I didn't know Penrose was there. Well, let's swap some characters out. I need weapons. So yeah, y'all go to y'all's room. Let me swap out some folks. Okay. We're gonna put Rand and Nina in. Okay, we'll just keep Gina in just for shits and giggles. Does she have a shark play? Wait, Ren Penrose, is she the one with the IKEA shark thing going on? A snail on her shoulder. Yeah, I haven't watched much of Ren. She was a little too big by the time I found her. Usually I don't jump on the big streamers. If I found them too late, then I'll watch some of their stuff, but I don't jump on them right away. Okay, we're gonna get you hooked up. I think we already have that. Okay, we can sell the fire and the magic. Actually, we can sell all of those RGs, right? Yeah, we can sell all the RGs. Mid, Rin was dominating everyone's YouTube shorts for a while. She was the queen of YouTube shorts. That's where a lot of her popularity came from. Alright, let's sell all the RGs. Doki and Doki Doge. Hey, that's just how it goes. Steel armor, we can sell you. Wise robe, I'm not sure. You have to remember, the algorithm is controlled by younger folks now. All right, we'll take that. We will take that. Oh, I didn't, wrong button. Doki's got a few. Doki, I have a feeling, is going to become similar to Iron Mouse. She's going to hook her artists up as much as she can. She's always going to be paying artists for shit she don't need. Like, Mousy doesn't need any more models. She gets them anyway. All right, let's swap some folks out again. Mousy gets her models to hook up artists. Let's change. All right, we had Rand, we had Nina. We get Kat, Sten, and Jean back in. Paying artists and paying a revolving door of poor man. I don't know about the manager's part. You talking about Mousy? I think she's got good managers. We'll do parallel. Doki. Oh well, okay. Doki. Yeah. Doki. Yeah. She's. I don't know why she couldn't keep what she called her the first manager that helped her out, Mr. Man. I don't know why she couldn't keep. Maybe he's too in demand. Maybe that he. Okay, Ame Rose. I remember seeing that was the Sonic one, right? Heyo. And yeah, mid. Yeah, she's had a lot of managers and well, managers. I guess managers is a general term for it because they were different positions. They were technically different positions. All right, let's. Okay, we're not going to get those. Well, mid, unfortunately, the business is the business. That's the sad part about VTubing. It's still a business and people are still cutthroat. Someone said, what? 75% of VTubers are actually shit people? I don't know how much of that is true, but the more you see of it, the more you start to think, you know? Shy Lily did have an Shy Lily did have an IRL meet and greet. Because she had to have express rules set in place for people taking pictures of her, because the last con she was at, some people were taking pictures and doxing her. Again, people are shit people. What percent am I? I don't interact with anybody. So I would think I am in the better part, the better percentage. That and I'm too old to fucking care. If I really cared about growing as a VTuber, I wouldn't have verified users, slow mode, pre-roll ads, and follower only mode. People go to raid me, they look at that, they're like, nah, we're not raiding him. So yeah, I'm not as bloodthirsty as a lot of people are. Alright, we have completed this part. Actually, hold on. Let's clean up the items. And what we're going to go do now... What the hell is Dinker? Increasing agility. Okay, that's one of those... Cancel uniting. I don't care about that at the moment. It's burnt. Okay, I can sell suede armor and solid bowl. Phase Connect is... Dude, everyone's in a card game. Everyone's in a card game. And yeah, I got the Dinker in these nuts. joke. Solid. Okay, suede armor, salad bowl. We'll sell those real quick. And then we can go do the next part. Something I did last night, but I messed up. Okay, salad bowl, we can sell. Suede armor, we can sell. The rest of this for now can stay. Alright. For now, we're here. We're done here. Okay. Oh, dude, FaZe is a coffee seller. They're gonna sell coffee. Look. If it ain't their best merch now, because I've heard FaZe coffee for people who like coffee is pretty dang good. Like, it's not no, like, you know, high grade coffee, but for merch coffee, I've heard it's pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised if that becomes their #1 merch seller. I believe actually Sakana is their biggest merch person. That is the person who gets the most merch sold out of the company, and he's not a streamer. No, the coffee idea was genius. Having a merch item you can consume and buy again is genius. Pippa and Tenma, yeah, Pippa and Tenma are some of their biggest. Like, I don't drink coffee. I don't drink caffeine. I'm just saying that it was a genius idea. Because a lot of people do drink, you know, coffee. It's like gamer subs. Gamer subs is a very popular thing. Gamer subs, advanced GG, something that you consume and have to buy again is a great idea for merch. Because you got people that will buy it again and again and again. That's like never-ending income. That's what I was saying. Caffeine addiction? I used to drink 6 big slams of Mountain Dew a day when I was younger. Now I don't. I drink caffeine maybe once every 2 years, once a year. Same with sugar. I don't do sugar, caffeine. I'm too hyperactive. I know better. All right, let's go dump money. You like your coffee? Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I drank coffee before. I like the taste of it, especially if you put amaretto in it, but that's beside the point. All right, dump all the money. Okay, we're almost at 7K, but I need more. 30 still. Oh, hey, yo, you're a youngin'. I got damn near 20 years on you there. Nah, it's all good to be young. I wish I was young again. If I could go back in time, if I could do then what I know now. If I knew then what I know now, I would have started streaming when my sister told me to. Like, my sister told me to start streaming when YouTube started. 2005. She's like, you should post videos of your gaming online. I said, nah, I'm good. You know how stupid I feel now? My younger sister, I have to actually admit that she was right. Like, even the worst streamer in the world, if you started YouTube in 2005, it don't matter how bad you were at it, you'd be the top streamer or one of. Or top content creator. You don't even have to be a... I am the oldest in the family, hey yo. I am the oldest. There's only me and my sister, though. Oh, dude, we gonna tear these dudes up. How much older? Oh, almost 3 years. So that means she's still older than most of y'all. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna do a quick save. We did this last night, but I did it wrong. Are you talking about mid hitting on my... No, he ain't got no chance. If he was trying, he'd be in trouble because she's actually my only mod. Yeah, mid, she chew you up and spit you out. She takes less shit than I do. Alright, we gotta go through this part. She can bonk... She wouldn't bonk you, dude. She straight Among Us ejected. Okay, I remember. I gotta do this a certain way because... Oh, jeez. You're also oldest in your family? You're still a baby, heyo! I forgot to do this. I gotta do this. Like I said. We gotta get rid of our weapons. I just went and got all the weapons. Hold on, where'd my mouse go? There, Storm D, what's good, homie? Am I still sleeping on the Horror Scroll game? I don't play gachas. Hold on, let me give you a shout out. I'm not a gacha game person. I've played a couple. The closest I will come to a gacha game is Hello Cure. There's no money involved in it. Other than that, I ain't playing gacha games. I don't have the patience. There's no ending to them. Only plays the Horror Scroll games offline. Nah, no. I have no reason to play the Horror Scroll game. I can watch everyone else play it. I don't play... well, let me see. Gacha games I've played. I don't know if you want to count Lost Ark as a gacha game. I would. And Tower of Fantasy. I think those are the only two gacha games I've played. The racing... the most interesting thing I think about the Horror Scroll game is they're based on real horses. I saw the story about the one horse that always lost. That was pretty cool. I saw the story about the one horse that was basically a clown and went from last to first in a race. I saw that. That came up yesterday. That was cool. Not cool enough to make me want to spend some money on some damn horse girls. No. You played Master Duel, which does have a gotcha. Okay, see, I have not played Master Duel. My furry arc hasn't begun, and it will not begin. Puzzles and Dragons? I don't think I've even heard of that. Or if I have, I probably avoided it for the same reason. Your cousin plays that game? See, yeah, no, no, gotchas don't. I tried. I did try with gotchas. Um, Believe it or not, I'm not a fan of going to Vegas. I don't like gambling. The most I'll do gambling is buying lottery tickets. I don't do gambling. And that's what gotcha is, so. We can go with rare. Alright, we're about to do this fight here. I gotta run to Little Streamer's room real quick. Y'all behave. Get it? Got you. Gotcha. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Dun-dun. I'm gonna run to Little Streamer's room real quick. Y'all behave, and I'll be back in a hot moment.
Bruh.
You suck.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
We're back, and I see everyone's redeeming all my stuff. And don't think I didn't see all the booty licking y'all was doing. Y'all need Jesus. All right. YouTube probably wondering what the hell's going on. YouTube, if you look in the upper left-hand corner, there's the Twitch chat. You can also check out the Twitch Vod on the videos tab. One day I'm gonna, yeah. You part of y'all, man. You are part of the y'all that need help. All right, we're getting ready to do some fighting here. All right, everyone's jumping around. We're getting grilled. I knew this was coming. You think I'm the one that needs help? Oh no. Yeah, mid is the one that needs help. Mid needs help just like the rest of y'all. Over there licking booties. I mean, I ain't gonna kink shame and all that, but you gonna lick booties out in public. We gonna talk about you. Perfectly balanced. Balanced on the pervy side. Storm, I do see what you said. I'm sorry, I do have auto mod on because I don't normally have mods here. Mid finds all the pervy anyone girls. Alright, we got a battle real quick. Hold on. I gotta lock in. Without any of my... Okay, you know what? Oh, I didn't heal up. Oh, I'm stupid. You know what? We're gonna auto. I think I saved before I went in here, so... Oh, no, okay, I did something wrong. I did do something wrong. Now down that is actually not allowed. Whoa! No, I'm dead. Okay, hold on. Let's start this over. Oh no, I did start with full health. Okay, I see. I don't have any girls. No, I repeated what hold on. No, see, Storm had said it first. I was repeating. And yeah, no, that does happen in some chats. That does happen in some chats. You can't repeat what the streamer says, or the streamer will repeat something you said that wasn't supposed to be said. Okay, we gotta do this again. I started off wrong, so we gotta do this all again. First time I came here, I thought, oh, they're gonna set me up to cook some stuff or to eat some food, and then I'm like, wait a second. When they said take weapons and shields, I'm like, oh no. What do you mean no redos? You're not the one streaming. You're not the one playing. I can do whatever the hell I want. Even if you were older than me, you couldn't tell me what to do, and you're not. Yeah, this part here, I was like, okay, no, this is one of those situations. There's this trope. All right, so I don't have to start all over from the very, very beginning. I'm gonna do rare. Okay, after this should be the battle. Now, last time I did beat this, kind of like first try. All right. All right. Here we go. As long as dude doesn't hit me with dice again. Ah, and he does. And I'm dead. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? Yeah, as soon as I said exactly, mid, you ain't wrong. I jinxed myself as soon as I said it. It's like, oh no, as long as he doesn't hit that. No, it's the first thing he does. First thing he does. Yeah, I called my death. That wasn't my shot. That was my death. All right, let's see if this goes a little better. No, he. Dude, on the real, on the real. Dude, straight hit 3 times in a row. No, it's not his only move. I beat him last night. You can check the VOD. And I beat him without the extra, levels and attack stuff. See, there. Regular, that's fine. Yeah, have some of that, homie. There. Moved up a level. See? All right. So now, we gotta talk to this dude here. We're supposed to say no? Okay. We hit yes. There, green. There we go. Okay, hold on. Geez, I don't have the one person, so we'll just... I'll give it to you. Chop, chop! Okay, let's see what else is here. Oh no, I think we're done. I need to get all my stuff back. Alright, everything's good. Yeah. Okay. So what's going to happen here? Let's heal up. Alright, so the way I see it, Jean is still needing of levels. So what we're probably going to do before the next part of the game is we're going to grind. It says we need to have Nina? I gotta get rid of Cat? Are you serious? Okay. Technically, Nina does need some levels, so... go with this one. Okay. Do a quick save, and then we're gonna see how these battles go. I need to gain levels. Oh no, wrong button. So we'll probably start next stream off grinding, because Nina and John need to go up some levels. Because Nina, she's... Oh, see, these guys. Alright, Nina, I see you. Defense, good. Those are the numbers I need to see. All right, so let's heal up. We're actually gonna call it there because your boy getting hungry, and that's something I can't go too long without. I'm like starting to get a hunger headache even. Actually, we'll go ahead and just save it right there. All right. We're going to go ahead and raid on out. We're going to find someone to raid on out to. Hopefully y'all stick around for it. While I'm searching, I do want to thank all y'all for hanging on out, chilling, chatting, lurking, whether it be here on Twitch or over on YouTube. Much appreciated. Let's see, who is on right now? Who can we go hit up? You know what? Set up the homie Zug. Zug's a very cool, chill dude. Alright, we're going to go ahead and raid a homie Metal Zug. Again, I thank everyone for being here, hanging on out, chilling, chatting, lurking. Until next time, y'all be good, be safe, stay warm or cool, depending on where you're at. Most of all, stay awesome. And until next time, peace out.